What's up guys, Brad here, aka Home Theater Gamer, and in today's video, we're gonna...
What are you doing?
You said that I was supposed to do the video.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the video, but you're doing I do the intro.
Oh.
Fine, you can do the intro if you want.
What's up guys, Brad here, aka
Whoa, if you're gonna do the intro, do it as yourself. I'm Brad. Just do it as yourself.
Oh, okay. What's up guys, Trish here, aka Home Theater Gamer's wife. And in today's video, we're gonna be doing... What are we doing? I don't even know.
Yeah, this really isn't working, is it?
Dang it.
So with the upcoming consoles and Sony's recent event last week, there's been a lot of speculation and rumors that games in the next generation are going to be targeting 30 frames per second again, which has been commonplace in the consoles for pretty much ever. So I thought, what better than to make a video where I test out a non-gamer's knowledge of frame rates and see if she can tell the difference between 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, and 144 frames per second. Now before we get started, the monitor we'll be using in this video is the BenQ EX2780Q. It's a 27-inch 1440p 144Hz monitor. It offers FreeSync compatibility and also works with G-Sync. It has a 5 millisecond greater grid response time and has DCI-P3 coverage of 95%, which is excellent for content creation. If you're interested in seeing my review of this monitor, check out the little dabbly-doo in the video, and if you're interested in purchasing it, there's a link in the description below. So Trish.
Yes.
Would you say you're a gamer?
No.
What is the last game you remember playing other than Solitaire on the computer?
It was like last year we played Breath of the Wild on the Switch, which...
How'd that go?
Not good.
No.
It was
No.
not
For
for
someone
me.
that does not play games a lot, that is an incredibly difficult game. It's an incredibly difficult game for me. So what is your experience with frame rates? Do you know the difference between 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, and so on?
I mean, 60 frames per second has double the frames of 30 frames per second?
Yes. Yes. See? We haven't even talked about this yet.
I know.
So would you say that higher frames is better or worse?
Well, I would think that if you do more frames, it sounds like it would be more detail, so wouldn't it look smoother?
This is why I married this woman. This is why I married her. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have my wife sit in front of the monitor, but I'm gonna change the frame rate without her knowing, so I'm gonna have her turn her back, and then I'm gonna play a little bit of Doom Eternal, and I'm gonna see if she can guess what frame rate it is. And we're gonna jump from 30 to 60 to 144 frames per second. We're gonna see if you can guess, and we're gonna do that about, you say 6 times, 7 times?
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
I mean, I'm not sure because it seems pretty smooth, like somewhere in the middle. More than 30 frames per second, I think. I would say more than 30 frames per second, like 60. Oh, well, it was my first one. Okay, that does seem more smooth. I would say, I guess, what, like 140 frames per second? No, it's the same?
It's the same.
Oh.
I tricked you. What are you seeing visually?
Well, I noticed like now when you're going downstairs and stuff like that, like on the edges, it's not as blurry, I guess I would say, or out of focus. So this may be 60 frames per second, I guess. Okay.
But it's not 30, so
Yeah, it's not 30.
it's definitely...
I can tell a difference now. I think this is 140 whatever again.
Want to take another guess?
No.
It's 60.
Dang it. 140.
You got one right!
Yay!
Yay!
This is 30.
Ding, ding, ding! You got another one right!
Yay!
What gave it away?
It's definitely, now that I've seen the other ones, I can see how this one's more choppy and stuff.
So that was really interesting. You got most of them wrong. but near the end, you're able to differentiate between them pretty easily, especially the 30 frames per second one. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the higher frame rates, when you went back to 30, it was much choppier, so it was easier to tell that that was the lowest. I mean, 60 to 144, I think, was a little bit harder still.
Yeah. So that's actually a really good question. Once you get used to 60 or 144 frames per second, can you go back to 30 frames per second? And can you guys tell the difference between 60 and 144 frames per second? Let me know in the pinned comment in the comment section below. And hey, while you're down there, why don't you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you like this video and consider subscribing. It really helps me out. So in your opinion, if you were to play a game, which one would you want to play at? Would you want to play at 30, 60, or 144?
Definitely not 30. I think after a while that would get kind of annoying to watch that, but 60 or 144 is good.
So I get what you're saying completely. At 30 frames per second, it's really choppy and it feels really choppy. I mean, that's really the only way to describe it. But the added benefit of playing at a higher frame rate is lower input latency. So controller button presses and things like that will respond quicker than at 30. So if that's a video you guys would like to see comparing 30, 60, and 144 and input latency, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching. I don't know how I'm ending this.
So, why don't you join Brad in the next video where he's returning from the woods and he hits Bigfoot with his car.